I hope we're all doing well and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Francesca and I'm a first year med student, and today is the 1st of June and the website for the Ucat admissions test released a statement talking about their updates to how the test is going to be sat in light of the COVID-19 crisis. Basically, I decided to make this video to kind of create a simplified summary of what exactly is going on with your Ucat for people who are interested in taking it this year and who are applying to med schools. All the information that I'll be giving to you is available on the Ucat website. I'll put everything in the description bar below. Good news is, after a lot of careful consideration, the Ucat is going ahead. So bookings will open from the 1st of July and tests will be available to be sat from the 3rd of August all the way to the 1st of October, meaning that students who do the test on the last days will still have 2 weeks ahead of the Ucat deadline on the 15th of October. Ucat have advised students to try and book tests as early as possible. The situation is constantly changing. We're not sure about the implications that COVID-19 may have in the foreseeable future. So for the format of actually sitting the test, Ucat have confirmed that you can either do the test online via a proctoring software, or you can choose to do it in a test centre nearby if they are still open. In terms of doing your Ucat via the proctoring service, the Ucat will be done on Pearson's VUE software. What this will consist of is you doing your exam as normal via the online platform, but there will be live monitoring of you whilst you're doing your exam. Ucat will be using a combination of artificial intelligence with this live monitoring to make sure that you're not cheating and to ensure the integrity of their exams. So essentially, your webcam and your microphone will be connected to the website, so the Pearson's website, and that will be sent to Ucat so that they can monitor your behaviour during it. I believe that they'll also request of you to take pictures of your environment just to make sure that you don't have notes around you. Students will have to clear any notes or applications off their computer screen, and before the test has started, you'll be asked to submit a headshot of you using your webcam, and you'll also be asked to send in a picture of your ID just to make sure that it's actually you doing the exam. If you want to know more information about sitting your Ucat from home, Pearson VEU have actually released a very short 2-minute video, 1.5-minute video on the online experience, telling you all the things you need to know. And also, in the statement released by Ucat, they mentioned that the content of the exam itself is going to stay the same despite the change in delivery methods. So you're still going to be doing the same 4 cognitive sections, so quantitative reasoning, verbal reasoning, abstract reasoning, and decision making, and the situational judgment at the end. You'll still have the exact same times. Everything's going to be the same. It's just that you're going to be doing it online. So I will be giving you my top 6 general tips on how you can prepare for your Ucat. So number 1, start preparation early. You guys at home have plenty of time to start preparing. For me, I left 1 month of time to prepare for my Ucat at the time. This meant that I didn't have too much pressure on me, time pressure, and this meant that I had plenty of time to get through the basics and to start the full mock papers. So I recommend leaving about 6 weeks to 4 weeks time for you guys to prepare. My second tip is to do questions that you struggle with. Do the section you find the hardest. In my case, I found verbal reasoning incredibly difficult. Number 1, I have fell out of love with reading, which is really bad. Number 2 is because my dyslexia makes it very difficult for me to read texts in a very short period of time. But to kind of compensate for that, I focused a lot more on the verbal reasoning side. I was a lot stronger in quantitative reasoning, so I spent minimum time on that, and I focused on the key skills I needed to enhance my performance in verbal reasoning. Because in verbal reasoning, the texts within the question themselves tend to be from Wikipedia articles, scientific articles, newspaper articles. During my spare time, I would read scientific articles, newspaper articles to practice those skills that would be useful. My third tip is consistency. Consistency is key. Exposing yourself to Ucat questions and the format every single day is way better than doing it in random chunks. It means your brain has time to accustom itself to doing these questions in the online format. The fourth tip, and I think this is a given, practice makes perfect. And guys, I can speak as a testimony to this, because when I first started my preparation 1 month before in abstract reasoning, I was getting sub 600, I was getting like 570. However, because I was constantly exposing myself to these questions and I was making more mistakes, giving me more opportunities to learn from them. In the actual UCAT itself, I got 720, and you can't expect to see changes in your scores if you're not putting the work in. Within this practice, I recommend, highly recommend, prioritizing online resources as opposed to the book format. Your exam's going to be sat online, so if you can train yourself to do the exam online, train yourself to using the keyboard shortcuts, it's a lot more effective and prepares you for the exam itself. My fifth tip, and this is specific to the situational judgment section, is to read the GMC's Guide to Good Medical Practice. I'll put a link of it down in the description bar below, and this basically talks about what's expected from an ethical standpoint from doctors, and also what is expected in terms of their responsibilities, duties, and the characteristics that they want to see in good doctors. My final tip is to do full mocks, and guys, I'm talking all 5 sections without long breaks in between. The reason why I say this is because doing isolated sections, so doing, the quantitative reasoning section, then, 2 hours later or 2 days later doing a decision making section, is very different to sitting down and doing a 2-hour paper. It's completely different. I found that when I started doing full mock practices, I started to feel exam nerves because it felt more like the real thing, and also I started to realize how tired you get after a certain point. I know for me, in my example, I can only focus probably an hour and a half. The last half an hour of practice and also in the real exam, I found that my productivity, concentration levels would just plummet. So guys, practicing the real paper will show you how you react and respond in 2-hour exams, giving you the opportunity to prepare for it and also allow you to identify how you can improve your performance. So guys, we've reached the end of my video. That is all the information that I wanted you to give. Again, all the resources that I've used to film this video will be in the description bar below. I recommend you personally reading the UCAT statement for yourself, making sure that you're educating yourself about any changes that occur. If you guys want specific videos on how to revise the UCAT, please let me know in the comment section below so I know what you guys want. With all that said, I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful end to your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.